He joins us from Islamabad. Shehryar, the fact that there is no claim of responsibility, how important is that? Or is it just the fact that this attack has happened? Is that the most important point?
I just want to clarify that I'm no longer with the International Crisis Group. I'm an independent consultant and author. Thank you for having me on. The Afghan Taliban victory in August 2021 was certain to embolden its allies around the world, and perhaps none more so than its Pakistani brothers, thousands of whom enjoyed sanctuary in Afghanistan. The Pakistani state was under two misapprehensions. One was that the Afghan Taliban could be persuaded to deprive Pakistani militants of those sanctuaries. And secondly, that those militants could, through negotiation and Afghan Taliban mediation, be persuaded to renounce violence against the Pakistani state and reintegrate into society. Those negotiations and ceasefires fell apart. And since then, the Pakistani state has been clear that it needs to confront these groups. But this attack, as well as several attacks over the last year, have shown that jihadist cells are still capable and willing to conduct large-scale, very devastating attacks on state targets as well as society.
So it was in November, correct, that the Pakistani Taliban decided that it didn't want to be part of any ceasefire with the government. But if you're indicating that it is the Pakistani Taliban, is there any indication that possibly the group is not as homogenous as was thought, that you're talking about cells? Could it be rogue splinter cells that are carrying out attacks like this? The Pakistani Taliban, when it denied involvement after the initial claim, it said, actually, we will investigate this ourselves because we don't target people who are worshipping in mosques.
Absolutely. The TTP, the Pakistani Taliban, was always an umbrella group of various Pakistani militant groups. But because they have control over territory, that allowed them to be more cohesive and exert stronger command and control. It is now that umbrella organization has been deprived of territorial control. And what we're left with is a much more fragmented jihadist landscape, where it is smaller cells with much weaker command and control from any TTP, Pakistan Taliban leadership. Now, secondly, I think the TTP, the Pakistan leadership, is aware that an attack like this could cost them popular support, and hence these statements. Whether they're serious about actually getting to the bottom of who within their cadres might be responsible, I think that remains to be seen. I have my doubts.
Shehryar, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. Shehryar Fazli speaking to us from Pakistan.